Hey everyone. I kind of don't want to be on camera right now. Um, but I do want to just drop in and say hi to everyone. So, last night, um, well, full disclosure, I like to partake in plant medicine. Um, so last night I did that and I didn't get as elevated as I normally do. I've been trying to space it out, not, do it as much. And I try to be intentful when I do it. Like, I'll sit down and meditate and stuff like that. And I did that last night. And I really, focused on the awareness of what draws me away from, being in that moment. So what I did was I literally kept repeating to myself that I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am the consciousness operating it. And it sounds very simple. I kept saying it. Hey, little squirrel. Squirrel's coming over, checking out. Yeah, he's right there. I don't know if you can see him. Maybe they just be chilling. But anyway, so I just kept saying that. And then I kept saying it anytime my brain started to wander. Like, I really wanted to focus on trying not to have a thought. As hard as that is, our brain has tons of thoughts. Like, if I'm trying to be aware of how many thoughts I just had since the past 7 seconds, I can at least say that I definitely recall at least 20 concepts in my mind. But so I tried to tell myself that I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am the consciousness operating it. And my brain started to focus less on random subjects, tangents, and external stimuli. And then my brain started asking questions. I started frustrating myself, but not like confusing myself. It's like, yeah, I keep saying that. I was like, eventually my brain, to my intent, was like, yeah, you keep saying that, you're not me, you're not this body, you're the consciousness operating it. And then I willed my brain to pay attention to the nervous system. So not just focusing on the driver's seat, but the entire wiring that connects my my passenger seat, my back seat, my trunk, my glove compartment. I'm just like being silly, but like, hopefully you understand like the different components of my body. It starts with something. And eventually my brain calmed down, started focusing on hearing them. And then it's like, for a minute, my brain just got so quiet that I literally felt like I was sitting in like a roller coaster seat where the harnesses come down because you're going to go on a ride that does a loop. I started picturing that. And then my brain, it started feeling so relaxed. Like, the back of my brain, I'm not a super science, like, I love science and stuff, but I don't know all the definitions. Like, I understand, I think it's called the lizard brain in the back, the mice brain in the middle, the human brain in the front, prefrontal cortex. I'm still learning these things, but I felt my brain relax in the back and in the middle. And it felt like blood was rushing to my head. And I mean, blood circulation, yada, yada, of course. But the reason that was triggering to me is because since a child, I recognized a pattern of people in my life. Like, people in my life, sometimes they, there have been very close relatives who have suffered from aneurysms, and that is very triggering because they were spiritual people that I actually connected with. Even if I didn't follow the same path as my family. And I started wondering, I didn't want to think myself into thinking that I was about to die, because a fear that I had, oh, little chipmunk. Yeah, they all coming over. I'm a Disney princess. I should tell y'all that now. But yeah, there's like there's like two squirrels and a chipmunk, and a squirrel and a chipmunk are like playing with each other. But so a trigger of mine is wondering if the process of me attaining liberation in my body, samadhi, or just overall consciously leaving the body, which is a concept of samadhi in Eastern tradition. I currently understand it's associated with Hinduism and certain practices within Kundalini Yoga, and that's something I've been focusing on a lot. Synchronicity. Oh, wow. Okay. So, what you'll notice on this channel is sometimes the wind blows extremely hard when I'm onto something. I love nature. But anyway, like, that was something that scared me, because I was like, is an aneurysm or is a rupture in my brain happening from relaxing the catalyst to leaving my body? And I was really scared. But last night I really wasn't that scared, because I felt it and it just felt like relaxing. I realized that I wasn't dying, I was coming out of survival. And if you've had a near-death experience, I think you understand where I'm going with this, because I've had a couple. And when you're going through a spiritual awakening, it depending on like the trauma you've been through, it's really not easy, especially if, we'll get into that later. But like, the point I'm trying to make is I was focusing on calming myself just with, I am not this mind, I am not this body, I am the consciousness operating it. And it felt like I was sitting in between my pituitary gland and my pineal gland. And it felt like I was sitting there. And the harness just came off because the roller coaster of survival was over. And I felt old parts of me, literally like a fist. I felt it release and let go. And it was one of the calmest feelings in the world. So 8 minutes just to tell you that, hey, try sitting down, saying, I am not the mind, I am not the body, I am the consciousness operating it. And using some sort of internal metaphors to get your brain to understand that, there's more than just the brain in here. Like, the brain is not where everything happens. And, so you're an entire system. I'm not trying to do any, like, information hazards for any overthinkers like me out there, but, we're comprised of trillions of cells. All of these cells come together to form who we are, and we are creatures of complex thought. And sometimes just those small mantras calms the entire nervous system, and it works wonders. So I just wanted to stop on here and say that, this is practice for me, not going on so many tangents regardless of the relevance, but I hope this helped in some way. This is for the people who pace around their rooms, figuring things out. People up 2, 3 in the morning, wondering if they're doing enough, wondering if they're worthy, wondering if they're deserving. You see all the things that people do in life. They're working extra hard, they're busting their ass, and you've been there busting your ass, and you might have fallen off once, and it might have been in a big way recently, and you might have lost so much, but you have so much, and you have so much more to gain. Just know if you're going through something right now, if you lost anything, or you feel like you lost anything, whether it be a friend group, lover or lovers, if you're polyamorous, if you feel like you've lost family, if you feel like you've lost something financial, please do your best to take the time to be good to yourself. Let yourself know that this is literally the universe telling you to take a damn break. It might be rough to take a break in this way, but it's not your fault. It's the way this system is set up in the world and how hustle culture is still prevalent. And just be kind to yourself. You know, people will use your mind and body to no avail. Set some boundaries and remind yourself that you are the consciousness operating yourself, your mind and your body. Don't let anybody take that away from you. All right, I got work to do. I'm gonna try to take it easy. I love you all. Peace out.